Hello future toppers, welcome to Streak initiative of Civil Study to ensure consistency in your day-to-day preparation. My name is Santosh Gupta and I am back with the most probable question for prelims 2021 in science and technology. And if you have not joined the Streak initiative yet, go to the description box and join it. And also do join the Telegram group of Civil Study to get these questions and along with the materials for the preparation of 2021. In PRS summary, you get Yojana summary and along with the burning issues. So moving on, first question is about to the near earth objects. So these objects are composed of mostly ice with embedded dust particles. NEOs do not orbit the sun and do not have a fixed trajectory path. So see, apart from the sun, planets, we have many of the near earth object, near to the object, and they are also orbiting the sun in very large orbits, and they do have a fixed trajectory, but sometimes they come into the orbit of the earth. So in that way they often get burned and creates meteor and asteroid like situation where they will come to the earth atmosphere. So first statement only will be true here and 2 will not be true here. And for this to study those kind of near earth, NASA also has a center for near earth object study, that is CNEOS, and these have created an asteroid watch widget which often basically studies those near earth objects, and they in advance they traject their path so that they will know where if they do come onto the atmosphere and on the earth of the surface where they are going to hit and what will the impact and all those things, whether they will hurt the communication system in India, in the world, like those things. So here only one of your will be true. So moving on to the next question about the M dwarf star. They are the most numerous type of star in the universe. They are the smallest type of hydrogen burning star. These have the masses greater than that of sun. So to answer this question, you have to have idea about the size of the star. See, we have a hierarchy of a star and our sun is a middle shaped star. So there are stars also which are lesser in the size and mass than our sun, and there are many stars we are very giant to the compared to our sun also. So in that way scientists have designated to based on their luminosity and their size, and they have distinguished them in many types. And one type to one classification is that whether those stars after burning their fuel, that is hydrogen, will convert into black hole or not. So based on there is a concept is that when you have a star, two types of a star. If it is a large star, suppose there is a something called Chandrasekhar limit of 1.4 to the mass of the sun. When our star is mass is lesser than Chandrasekhar limit, it will not convert into, in any case, into black hole. So after it runs out of its soil, it fuel, then there will be form a planetary nebula and eventually a white star. So all the M dwarf star fall into this category. So M dwarf star or M type star is most numerous in the universe, and even NASA has this program called TESS, Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite, which tends to map in the sky all those red M dwarf type of star which are not going to convert into black hole or neutron star. And those stars who are very large size, especially one more than the Chandrasekhar limit, you will convert initially into red supergiant, and there will be a supernova explosion when all the masses will collapse into very small size under its own gravity, and depending upon the size and situation, it will either convert into the neutron star or a black hole which will create an event horizon and emit gravitational waves. So here in this question only 1 and 2 will be true because they do not have the masses greater than that of sun. M dwarf star have masses less than the sun. but they are the smallest type and they are most numerous in the universe. Moving on to the next question based on the science collaboration. So, in which of the following project is India a participant? Large Hadron Collider. So, it is based in the Europe at the boundary of France and France in Alps. So, where Large Hadron Collider, they are researching on the subatomic particles, and recently a few years back they discovered when the God particle and many of the subatomic particles of the standard model. Then 30-meter telescope, it study the outer space. India is also. So, these are the projects which are such in the scale that no country itself can do and needs multinational collaboration. So, India is also a part of Large Hadron Collider 30-meter telescope. Then we have a LIGO Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory, which also have recently detected gravitational waves for first time, and afterwards it has been detecting. So, gravitational waves generally produced when you have mergers of black holes or creation of black holes or the primordial black holes when the universe itself was created. So, again is a international thermonuclear experiment reactor. It is basically trying to copy the mechanism in the sun, that you will produce energy through fusion of atoms, that is basic fusion of hydrogen and hydrogen. It will lead to helium and will produce mass energy. So, India is participant of all of these projects. So here D option will be true, all of the option is true here. So, moving on to the next question again on the neutrino. These are the particles with no electrical charge. So, we know about the neutrino, they are highly interactive with the matter, they are abundantly found in the universe. So, here what we know about the neutrino? Neutrino are the subatomic particles which were formed during the formation of the universe itself, that is during the Big Bang itself. So, it is of greatest interest to the scientists to understand those particles that will tell the story of origin of our universe itself. But these particles are, billions of particles are passing over to our bodies like every hour, every minute they are passing, but they are chargeless, but mass is very small. But due to interference about the other particles and other matter, we are not able to detect it in the normal environment. So, that is why we need an environment where interference from the other charges and masses are less. So, that is why there is a proposal, there are many neutrinos observatory underground which will detect the neutrino and help scientists to study the those particles which created during the creation of universe itself. Maybe we will understand who created the universe and how Big Bang happened, whether it was God or somewhere else. So, at that manner we will able to understand the origin of universe itself, and they are very abundant in the universe, but they do not interact with the matter, other matter. So, here 1 and 3 will be true here, and we see there is one proposed neutrino observatory in India itself in the Theni in Tamil Nadu, where you are trying to have a very underground rock where you will filter other kinds of charged particle and interference. So, you are able to determine their mass and other properties in the cave by studying those neutrinos. Moving on to the next question on gravitational wave. This is one of the greatest discovery in 21st century. It was predicted by the Einstein general relativity theory itself, but it has not been detected in real time. So, let us read the statement one by one. All gravitational wave produced due to the merger of black holes only. So, we just discussed that gravitational waves are produced when there is a merger of black holes, when one black hole is rotating other black holes, or when or merging, or when their black holes are creating, or when the universe came into or existing itself, when there was a big bang of matters and energy started falling away from each other. So, first will not be true, because gravitational waves are created by other process also other than merger of black holes. Gravitational waves travel at the speed of light. Yes, gravitational wave will travel at the speed of light, creating a ripple in the space-time fabric. So, when you have a normal gravitation like sun and earth and everything, so then a space fabric will look flat. When there is a gravitational wave traveling, you will see ripples in the space, and then your gravitational wave will gravitation will disturb. Based on the strength of the waves, the gravitation force between the two objects will vary. Gravitational waves was detected by LIGO only in 2015. Yes, the LIGO that we just discussed, Laser Interferometer Observatory, it discovered the gravitational wave in 2015 for the first time, almost 100 years back, when it was theorized by the Einstein and later on other scientists that there should be a gravitational waves that exist which creating ripples in the space-time fabric. So here your statement 2 and 3 will be true. So you can see also here that when black holes orbit each other, when they are trying to merge each other, then when there is a newly formed black holes, then all condition you will able to detect the gravitational wave. And scientists have been at both LIGO Washington and LIGO Lausanne had been able to detect gravitational waves multiple times due to all the events, because these events are continuously occurring in the universe. Even we don't know which place of the which part of the universe, but if you detect these kind of waves, we might be able to understand the functioning of universe itself and what is happening beyond our visual range of the universe. So here 2 and 3 will be answer. And thank you for watching today's video. And if you want a mentor call from the CIVIS Delhi, please do fill the summary form and you will be getting call from a senior mentor, and he will help you in your guiding your preparation. Thank you.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from CIVIS Delhi.